Hi, well today I'm going to change the oil on my Honda CBF1000 GT. Looks pretty simple, think it is. This is how you do it. So this is all we need: oil, an oil filter, a new ring for the drain plug, little tool that helps get the filter off and torque it down properly, a funnel, something to put the oil into, a nice little torque wrench which will help take the guesswork out of tightening things up, and that little gizmo which really helps, made it myself actually, really helps just get those little clips out from the fairing. The little clips that hold the fairing together are a bit tricky, but once you see how they work, it's just the little button that pulls out of the middle and then the whole thing comes out, and that's where this chappy really helps, because you can get that in and use that to lever it out. First things first though, take it out for a run, warm up the oil. So I'm going to get to work taking the fairing off now, just to give myself a bit of working space. There's 4 of the little blighters, and I really must invest in a proper tool one day just to make it so much easier. So that's that, that's all the bolts out, all the clips out. Hopefully this will just come away now. I think it just goes down. There's one more up the top. Right, so now we can see what we're up to. Yeah, remember this bit. That's a curb. That was a curb in London, going past a taxi. Never mind, eh? So the first thing we're looking for is the drain plug, which I think is what we'll find under here. Yep, there she is. So I'm going to put something underneath that and get that draining while I sort the rest of the stuff out. Crack that with an 11/16. It's 11/16. I hope that's not too hot. Oh, I'm going to get a lot of oil on the floor in a second. Oh well, there's some on the floor, but there's the drain plug out, and it's all dropping nicely into the tin. I am just going to take the filler out because it's amazing how often you can forget just what you've done actually. I don't want to accidentally come back and ride this bike with no oil in it. Let's wipe that muck from round there. Make sure none of that goes inside. Okay, so now for the actual filter itself. Here's the cover. This looks a bit tedious actually, because those bolts look a bit corroded. Okay, let's see what we can do. Oh, spot a luck there, I think. That's an 8mm socket. And that just slides off. So we'll take our special tool and fit that on the old filter. Hopefully this will just come quietly. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. Yep, here comes the oil. I thought we'd get some. So there we are, filters off, the oil's drained out, and I'm just cleaning up the face of that so that we don't end up with a problem with sealing later. I'm going to partly fill the new filter with oil, grease the seal and put it on and tighten it to 26 Newton meters. That's it, 26 Newton meters. Right, now let's get this cover back on. Give it a bit of a polish, I suppose. I'm being really careful, I'm not cross-threading this actually. Feels like great cross-threading country. I'm just going to put a bit of grease on there actually, try and protect them from the weather a bit. That's that. Let's just clean up the old filler plug. Actually, I've got a new washer. So we'll pop that on. Just make sure we haven't got any muck on there. Yeah, looks fine to me. Shove that in. I've got to tighten that to 30 Newton meters. That's actually bit more than this little one can cope with, so we'll have to step up a gear. Get out the big fella. The trouble is, you haven't got any room. Let's see if that makes a difference. Oh yeah. That's it, clicking on 30. Did feel quite tight actually, but there you go. I'm just cleaning that little sight glass on the side because that's really where I'm going to try and judge where to fill it to. So we're looking for around about 3 litres, I think, or thereabouts. It's 4 litres in this pack. So let's see where we get to. It's starting to come into the bottom of the glass now. Nearly there. I'm just topping up to that mark. There's a little mark down there, but I should have a litre left. But I've never ever had to actually top the bike up in normal running at all. That should do the trick. And I'll come back and have a look at that later when I've run the engine for a minute. So, oil in, filter on, drain plug tightened. I think we could put the fairing back on. Well, I reckon that's job done. Time for a ride.